Boom, there we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the June 5th edition of Morning Mindset. It's the first Monday in June. How is everybody doing today? We are in for some craziness today. It's already been started, and we will see how it plans out. So we'll talk about that. When you get in here, here's how this works. I need to know who you are because if you're on Facebook land, I'm not going to see who you are. You become FU, Facebook user. So head over to the YouTube side, then we'll at least be able to get your screen name there. But who you are, where you're from, what the weather's like in your area, and what's in your cup. Those are the important things. This is a little cool this morning. It has went up a little, but it's like 65 degrees out. I've already been out running errands this morning, and we'll get into why that is here, after we get our check-in here. But it's beautiful, and White Monster. That is what is in the cup this morning. Actually, it's in the can. It's in the can. And the other thing is your list of 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, our 5 things, because we've got pages of stuff, but it's not all getting done today. I know that because we have to print DTF. We got quite a few rush jobs in over the weekend, along with our normal VIP orders. Those are probably all that's going to go out today, and we'll talk about why. But rush orders and VIP orders, that stuff. Then I have decals to cut and print. We'll talk about that here in a second too. We got to send out quotes. I got to send out invoices. And the big thing that is taking up the majority of the day is field day. Yes, it is field day at the school. And you're looking at me saying, school? What do you mean school, Todd? School's out. School is not out here. We still have another week. We got 5 days. School is out Friday here. So today is field day. And we're helping out with that. So this morning we already ran errands to go get water. And every place we've hit is out of ice. So this all gives me a reason on why, I keep saying every year, I'm like, we're just going to buy an ice maker because it seems like every time I need mice, I don't need mice. I don't have snakes. I don't like snakes, so I don't need mice to feed the snakes. But anytime I need ice, our local Stop and Rob is out. Like, it just seems like, oh, we got a party, we got something there. So then I got to go find it. And in your area, do you have those ice vendors where it's like the kiosk that you can just go up and buy ice and it's basically a giant ice maker. It just, deposits ice for you. So I sent Corey up there to see, hopefully we can get ice out of that today. But I was running around picking up waters, getting ice. It's going to be a crazy day because as soon as this is over here, we're going there to set up because there's 2 different parts of it. So we're going to set up in the morning, and then our shift is the afternoon shift. So as I run back home, we're going to get all the transfers done and out, and then go from there because it's going to be a rock solid day. Things we've already done. We've already went and find water. So we got that. Now it's the ice mission, and then we've got to go set up. So those are, I guess, setting up isn't done yet. And then I've cut decals. I don't even know what's going on at the racetrack, but we got something at the racetrack. Somebody sent messages over the weekend. Hey, is there anything that we can get stuff first thing Monday morning for us? And of course, the font wasn't right. Nothing was what we needed to make for a rush job. But we may do. I've already cut and weeded and masked those. So those are ready to go. We've already printed out decals, and those just need to be weeded and masked, and then those will be ready to go. So we're working on it. So I can cross off the cut decals off of my list. I've already sent out most of the quotes, so I'm good on that. Invoicing will come. Field day, we're rocking at it. So let's check in. We'll see how everybody's doing, and then we'll continue on. We'll talk about the weekend, today, this week, how everything is looking here. Morning, Darren. 77 sunny. 5 things: finish tractor, design shirt, order plaques, laser memory tiles, and pay credit card. Hey, it looks like a good day right there. That is on my list. Pay bills. That's on my list as well. Brian, good morning to you. Brian's one of the orders that came in for rush. Brian, sleeve prints. Did you get me a number on those? Because I was a little confused because it says need by here. Here's quantities, need to check. So let me know on sleeve prints so that way we can get those out and ready for you. But Sunny, embroidery, screen printing, because the normal guy's out sick. Or are people really sick on Monday, or is it brown bag sick? They're just hungover from Sunday fun day. Tint windows. Ooh, some tint windows banners. Something isn't getting done. I'm going to go with, if I have to pick, embroidery will get done. Screen printing will get done. Tint windows is probably going to be and banners. banners are that necessary evil of mine where it's like, just the finishing aspect of them. But banners are great money. I love printing banners. Let's see. Barb, good morning from North Central Minnesota, 71 and cloudy. Orange Gatorade in the cup. That's a switch up for Barb. 5 things: recycling, review budget, embroider beach towels, quotes, and digitize a couple logos. A fun-filled day right there, Barb. What do you embroider on the beach towels? Is it names or vacations? What do you got going on with those? Renee, good morning from cool for now, Chicago. Yeah, when I went outside and it's like 60 some degrees, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's been like in the mid 70s when it started the day off. So, water in a bottle, coffee in the cup. Linda, good morning to you from Central Texas. 86 right now. Whoa, that's sweltering, but a chance of rain this afternoon. Isn't there a chance of rain every day down in Texas in the summer? It's kind of, where is it? Louisiana, Florida, kind of the same thing. It's just going to rain every day because of how hot and humid it can be. Jose, good morning to you. Kelly, good morning to you as well. Look at that, from nice 68 degrees, coffee in the cup. I might still do coffee, but my problem is if I drink too much of the caffeinated, or I guess whatever. If I drink too much stuff, that was going to sound bad, like I drink too much. But if I ingest too much liquid, I might have to take too many potty breaks during this whole thing today. And so I don't want to do that. Our event is going to be potato sack race. So when I was sitting there looking at it, and it's going to be hot, let me see what the temp. Last I knew it was going to be 90s. I think, is it still going to be 90s? We'll see. Is ours is in the afternoon, early afternoon there. What do we have today? Oh no, now it's only upper 80s. I can handle that. But I said, it's going to be hot. We got the tent. We'll have that be able to have our station. I said, we should get some of like battery operated misting fans, not the handheld ones. So I went on Amazon, and of course, because you can find everything on Amazon, right? And I thought I ordered the right ones. I didn't. They're just regular fans. Whatever. They're rechargeable. That'll get the job done. But at least it's not in the 90s there. Linda's 5 things: working on photos for the Little League tournament, and then we're shooting all week. Awesome. Update soccer photos from Saturday and working on orders. That's a good day there. Jeff, morning to you. 68 and sunny in northern Kentucky. Cup is empty. Already drank it. Hey, 5 things. Reach out. Research head height for my VS300. Print cut pack and try to wake up. Research head height as far as what? I'm at low. The only thing that I take high is when I'm doing magnets or banners. And banners is even pushing it. Magnets are about that. I usually keep everything the same on it. I don't change. I don't really adjust it for much. Linda, psyching yourself up to be with my 2 sisters from Thursday through Sunday to clean up my mother. Oh, yeah, that's never fun. I think it can be, because you start going through memories. When me and my sister did my dad's place, it was fun to see some of the stuff. Some of the other stuff, it was like, what the hell is this? And there's memories there. And me and my dad weren't close either. Especially the last 5 years of his life, I didn't talk to him. So to do that, it was bittersweet. But it's definitely, it can be. We're thinking of you, Linda, because that's about all we can do. T-Down Tim there in Toledo, Ohio. Ultra Strawberry Dreams Monster. I have not had that. How does that taste? George, good morning to you. George, did you get your printer back up and going? Head's good? Everything good? You back up and going there? Linda, my condolences, loss of your mom. Darren, are you able to do a contour cut on a stickery dome? Am I? It's already done. So yes, contour cut around that. So that's set, ready to go. It is printed, so now it just needs to be weeded and masked, and it should be able to go out today. We've used those ice machines. Probably haven't seen one in 20 years. What was crazy is we didn't see any for I couldn't tell you. And then I just seen them start popping up recently, and it makes perfect sense. Like I said, I want an ice machine. When I went to 2 gas stations this morning, both of them were out of ice, and that is a pet peeve of mine. And I think it goes back to my running gas station days. If you didn't know that, my late teens, early 20s, I was running gas stations. But I had here's my build to order for ice, because we had ice machines. We needed ice for. This was pre all the dispensers had the ice machine on top. I remember when we first got one of those, we're like, ooh, we don't have to fill it anymore. We can get rid of the ice machine. I was like, no, we can't. We still got ice back there. When stuff goes out, and to fill the other stuff and fill coolers, because with the big round coolers, everything, they're like, oh yeah, we're not getting rid of it. But I had to build to, 20-pound bags, 10-pound bags. This is what we need to build to. This is what make sure every shift gets in there, gets it done. Going into the weekend, you stock that thing as much as you can because we know the weekends are going to be busy. And it just, anytime we ran out of ice, I would just freak out. And there's times when, hey, why are we out of ice? Well, that's because the ice machine couldn't keep up. Okay, I will accept that as an answer. But if I come in and your store doesn't have ice in there and the ice machine is full, we got issues. We got issues. Tiara, good morning to you. JC Productions, I want to know something. What is your recommendation when we are embroidering very small letters as a digitizing recommendation? JC, are you looking at digitizing yourself or are you looking at having it digitized for you? Now, myself, I don't do embroidery, but I know tons of people that do, and I always want to learn as much about it as I can. But it seems like the general consensus is Vitor is the guy to go to for digitizing. You let him know the substrate that you want, sizing, and that, and he takes care of you there. So maybe some of your other embroiderers can pop in the comments and let us know their thoughts on it, and then we'll be able to go from there. Sarah, good morning to you, Sarah. Hopefully you are having a mighty fine morning. And here's finishing up graduation orders this week. They graduate here in 3 days. So we had stuff this past weekend, which our school district graduated kids on Saturday, but yet there's still another week of school. I don't know how that works out. If I'm walking across the stage and I'm getting a diploma, I'm not going back for an extra week of school. My break started. But like, really, what are you going to learn this week, right? It's like play week. Anytime they start the alphabet of school days, where they count down each day. A is for whatever, the different activities that they're doing. That's like 5-6 weeks. The kids are checked out. The teachers are checked out. They're just going through the motions to get through it. And this week is no different. They should be turning stuff in, cleaning stuff out, and that's just what it is. But we've got that, and then graduation party started up because we had our first graduation here like the second weekend of May. We've got like my daughter, she just private school, her stuff was done this first week of May. But then the different schools is in our area here. What do we have? 6-7 school districts. And then that's just like right here. You step out like one ring, it adds like another 10 because there's the outlying ones. But we'll run into, I think ours is the last one to graduate, or the last school day this Friday. And then graduation, I think that's it. I think everything else, and then you have all the graduation parties, and it's just over the top. On softball camp for my daughter, and softball games tonight too. Our last soccer game was Saturday, so no more. We're done with stuff. The next stuff is swimming, so inside. So love that. I'll be out of there. But yeah, Sarah says it's a cool 58 there in Wisconsin. Coffee in the cup. 5 things to be determined. Been preoccupied with puppy this morning. Yeah, if you didn't know, Sarah is crazy and got a new puppy. What was the consensus of the name? I was throwing some amazing names out to her, but I don't think she took any of them. But new puppy. So you go to Distinctive Merch Company right here. Go there. I'm sure you're going to see pictures of the puppy on there. Barb said birch. Beach house usually large names. Sometimes beach life or lake life. Okay, that's my thought. I was thinking like vacation stuff. Like family reunion, vacation, that type of thing. The wedding date stuff. Where it's the initials and the names. That's what I was thinking there. The monograms. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, large names right there. And Jenny checking in from Broken Fence Designs out of Elkhart, Indiana. It's nice here, mid-60s, water in the cup. Yeah, it is nice when you went outside. I went outside and did some pool stuff this morning, which that was a debacle over the weekend. The pool should be good to go by the end of the week. I'm over it already. And let's see. Good morning from Miami, Florida. What's your feeling on Gecko Pro and the 8.5-inch for the Deco Pro big screen digital machine for burning screens? I have zero knowledge on that, JC. I have zero knowledge on that. But I'm sure one of our screen printers in here could do it, or over at Print Hustlers or Screen Printing Gurus, they would be able to give you better of that. For me, I work with a lot of screen printers, but as far as us, on that side of it, I do not know nearly enough as I'd love to. If I could just sit and be awesome in each category and learn as much as I could, there's goals of mine. Issues having head strikes on low. No matter what I do, I get smudges. Cut off, run, roll. It still get issues now. Attempt to put media clamps and hit those. Well, something to me sounds like, because on low you shouldn't have, just like with the standard media, you shouldn't have any problems with it. And like in your like 3-6 mil stuff, you shouldn't have any problems with that hitting anything. You definitely shouldn't have it hitting the media clamps. To me, it sounds like something is not adjusted right. So you might just have to go high until it's figured out. But you shouldn't have any of that. You should definitely not be hitting those smudges. When I ran into that, when I was noticing, was when I went over to the maintenance side of things. They moved it over there and took a flashlight and put it there. There's some just crap, fuzz, whatever, that were just hanging down. There was a hanger from one of the cut jobs that we did, and that was in there. And so that was, smearing stuff, but I couldn't see it until I actually got in there to look at everything. But check that. But you should be fine on that. Did it just start, or did it start right after they did the head replacement on it? Because if it started right after the head replacement, then I would definitely be like, yo, we're having problems with this head. So the head height, what do we go with that? I still like my pink monster, but it's pretty good for zero sugar. That's like this 0 sugar on the white. I can handle that for it. Kelly's 5 things. Quotes, banking, engraving, banners, getting ready for a grand opening as it approaches. Woohoo! Kelly, make sure to post lots of pictures about it and keep pushing it on social media. Anytime you're doing any event, any grand openings, anything to do with your business, push that out there so more people can know. You got it, Darren. Thank you for that. 100 of each sleeve prints. We'll need more later. Ice is always out after a summer weekend. Yeah, it drives me insane. 100 prints. That's what I thought. I had those set. So those are, I think they're processing. I have the artwork. When we get artwork in, it goes there. I set everything up in the format it needs to be, and then it has to go into Photoshop to get the white layer, and then it goes into RIP software to do its thing. So it's all rush jobs and VIP jobs are in the RIP getting processed now. So when I'm done with this, I can go set up at the school. When I get back, everything should be done ripping by then, and then I can get right into printing and getting all those jobs out. So there, yeah, it's summer. It just why? It's such an easy commodity. Like I shouldn't have to be out. Even the Walmart was out, right? Like, come on, Walmart, you've got freezer space. I should never run out. You should not run out of ice. It wasn't even a 3-day weekend. It was just a normal weekend. If your ice supplier lets you run out of ice, find a new supplier. Maybe that's what I just need to do: is start up an ice business and be like, hey, I can put a sensor in the bottom there by weight, and when it gets below this many things, we just show up and we just deliver and fill it back up. I mean, it's not difficult to do. There's everything. I'm going to start a new business. I'm going to start a new business, ice delivery, in the summer. I'm going to start a catering business. That's what I went down that rabbit hole this weekend of stuff that I need. I went to food truck, trailer. Oh, I went all in on it. And I'm thinking, hey, how can I do this? I've already bought a domain. Like, yeah, I'm not, yeah. Is it something that's going to happen? No. But when I have an idea, I just want to learn more about it. And it was a good break from this weekend because overall this weekend we had soccer. So that was taken care of. Pool. I had to put a new skimmer in because the pool skimmer basket had a crack in it. So put that in there. And then as I am putting that in there, I realized that I'm looking down at a valve and I'm like, I think that's a crack that's in that valve. Like, I really, really do. But I wouldn't know until I replaced the skimmer. It looked like where it split right along a seam. And so I was like, okay, let's get everything set up here. We need to fill the water to get to the skimmer to see if that's even there. So it was about 10 minutes to 1 on Saturday, and our pool place closes at 1. And that was when the water finally made it there, because I was like, here, just fill up the hose here, and let's just go with it, and we'll be able to see. Saw, yep, it was seeping just a little bit. Okay, we got to the pool store with 2 minutes to spare, got a new valve, got that installed, and now we are turning the swamp into a pool. So it's getting done. That was a big part of my weekend, was doing that. We also had some deck hockey that we went to. It's been a bit since we went over there and watched that. What else did we do? I want to say not a whole lot, but it felt like we did a whole lot. You ever have those weekends where it feels like you didn't do a whole lot, but you did a whole lot? Like we did some breakfast. We went on some cart rides. We measured up for a new umbrella. Started to lay out stuff for the smokers and stuff in back, and that's where it went to. Where I'm just like, if I just had a trailer and I could just put all this in there, and everything went really off the rails this weekend of just learning stuff, and it was fun. It was something that I'm like, we totally need to do this. Wish it list items to have an ice machine in the shop. Had it plumbed for it when I built the house. Yeah, like, and here's the thing, Darren. Like when you look at the bu- 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 restaurant supply places, and especially the used equipment ones, and you look on marketplace, I mean, you can get them for under $600 for a decent sized one. And I'm thinking, well, that seems like a great investment to me, because a bag of ice, like in my day, a bag of ice was 99 cents. Now a bag of ice is like $2. I'm like, it's only 300 bags of ice. And can we go through 300 bags of ice? We could probably go through that in a summer. And the reason being is, especially once our friends know that we have an ice machine, and we're only a couple blocks off the river, we have been known to make beer deliveries, food deliveries, ice deliveries. So if we just had that, hey, we got ice, who needs it? They can come over and get it. When we do the poker runs, when we do the stuff for the schools, just in general, when we set up for the weekend, ice and coolers ready to go. So I think it's a worthwhile investment to have. And to me, I think it's a selling feature on the house, right? If I go into a house and I'm looking at two houses and they're the same, everything's there, and I go into one and they have an ice machine, I'll be like, oh, they got an ice machine? I'm on point for this. They got an ice machine. Digitized, I sent out. Vitor. Yep, Brian. Brian says Vitor, and this goes to my next one. Renee, where is Vitor? Who has the link? If you post the link in here, then I can bring it up on the screen or send it to me. That's who I've heard great things about. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can by chance just pull it up, because I might have it saved in my stuff. Let me see here, and then we can bring that up on the screen. Vidor Digitizing. Yep, VidorDigitizing.net is what it is. And let's see, we'll bring that up here. I will copy this, bring it in here, and we will put it in here, and bam, bring it up on the screen, and then we'll be able to show that. There it is. VitorDigitizing.net. VitorDigitizing.net. That's where you need to go to find there. From what I would probably say, if I had to put a percentage on it, probably 80-85% of the people that I know in the embroidery industry, that's who they use for digitizing. The ones that send digitizing out for it. Anyone has anyone used the LXI 22 to do contour cut? No, I have not. So maybe somebody else can answer that for you. Let's see. Jeff, all public schools in my county graduate same day, same location, 4 schools. We don't have that. Like, ours used to graduate at the field house for our school, and they finally moved it down to the arena, and that's where everybody, like, UT, Moline, Rock Island, some Davenports, Bettendorf, That's no, because Bettendorf, I think, uses their own thing, but they'll graduate there because that's just the way to go about it. Like when Krista graduated, that was a COVID graduation, right? So there was like limited seats and limited tickets in the way they did stuff. So we just went ahead and rented a suite for that. So we made sure that we had the room for it. We went with Indy for her name, and that's for the new puppy. Indy is her name. There he goes. Brian says Vitor's in Brazil, but quick, good, and well priced. It doesn't really matter where he's located because it's online. Yeah, I don't care. It's digital. You send it to me, I can get it from there. Let's see. Oh, and that is a point. As he says, it does sometimes because of the time difference, but you're north to south, so it's not like if you run into some of the Indonesian ones, yes, it's off of there, but we should be good on that. I know there. And look, see, Invader also has a rush option of time if time is the essence. Very nice. I'm leaking the line, and I'm talking to and I'm talking about me digitizing myself. I'm currently digitizing an active rotary, but I want to start embroidery on a Brilliance. Check out all of Eric Campbell's videos. He will be able to get you set straight on Brilliance over there. After new head install, I had issues with stuck media roller. Just remove that part. High is working, but just a pain is all. I have yet to officially use this printer. I would contact them for sure, because it might have been when they set that carriage up that it is sitting too low, and it needs to go up there for it. I priced a new one. Yeah, a new one, only $2,000, right? Like only $2,000 for a new one. I think that was going to be there. Bagging machine, packaging cost. You don't. These. This is my bagging machine right here. You get a scoop. These they sit in a bag holder, and that bag holder is like $30, and you put a scoop and you put it in there twice, and then you pull the thing, and that's it. That's how it ties up. You get the string bags, and there's nothing to it. And you tie, and you go from there. Yes, you can do the other ones with the twist ties, but you want to get all professional in it, sure. But for me, that's all I need is I need the bag holder, then the pull tie, and then I've got ice. And to me, I think as much as that we cook out, grill out, do everything in the summertime, that it more than pays for itself because I would use ice a lot more, right? And if anybody knows Corey, she she probably eats a bag of ice a day, so why not? Just get an ice machine. I'm totally talking myself into this. So when we do the shop redo in the garage, or build a new one that we discussed this weekend, that's definitely going to get into it for her. On digitizing, I believe so. Or I guess they're pretty comparable. I just know that that when it comes to digitizing for embroidery, that they're the ones to go to on Vidor. Ignition, we use them a lot when it comes to converting artwork to manageable files, cut files, things like that. That's what we use on that side of things. Let's see. How long was the cast for? About an hour. While I was doing other stuff, while I was setting things up and just waiting on things to process and that, I had to go down there. Brian sent me some links. Man, Missouri has some awesome things. I'm finding more castles in Illinois. And then I found a couple people that's their summer thing where they go and explore new castles and new areas. And I was like, man, that's a whole thing. And then my head gets wandering. Oh, you should totally make a vlog of that. And you can go ahead and do this. And yeah, it went down there. It went down there. And see, here Sarah's used them both. She's had better luck and pricing with Vitor than Ignition. Now, was that on digitizing? Eric spoke very highly of Vitor, which is why I started working with him. There you go. Have you used him for vectorizing too, or just digitizing? As far as I know, he just does digitizing, but does he do vectorization? I don't. Let me see. Does he? Does he? Vector art? Yeah. Yeah, I guess he does do vector art. I have not used him for vector art. Has anybody used him for vector art? You can let me know. When I was at corporate train art restaurants, we used to tell the new employees to empty the ice machine and find the left-handed scoop. Yeah, man, that sucked when when they left the scoop in there. Oh, so what I did is I had multiple scoops, and then one scoop I had that was tied to a string. And you have the big scoop, right? The big white one. This one was a little orange one. It was like this big. And so when the scoop got lost, that was tied to it. I'm like, that's a scoop you got to use, man. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody put it in there. Who was the last one to do ice? Yeah. And so guess how many times they remember to leave that in there? Usually happens once, maybe twice. And a lot of times it was because, they were busy. They did it, they had to go wait on a customer, do something. But having that little orange one, that reminded them, oh, I better make sure to pull that out of there. I have Chromolux and Hatch. I really like Hatch, but I use both if I need to. But I send almost all my logos to get digitized. But I also have a lady that I go through that's not Vito. That's not him. Got it. Renee, in my opinion, he is. I do use classic digitizers, and they are in Oakland, Maryland. They send me the EMB file so I can do my own modifications if necessary. Very nice. So Sarah uses both. So she uses Ignition for the vector and Vitor for digitizing. Say that a lot of times fast. That's a lot going on there. So yeah, hey, so we've got a busy day. We've got a busy day of stuff here. Other things tomorrow. So it does look like we're gonna pull off a Tuesday with Todd. We are gonna do DTF transfers because now that we've gotten questions on the hot peel and how exactly is it a hot peel, cold peel. We're gonna talk about that. Coming up, yes, white toner is in the pipeline. We might do some white toner because I've got some stuff this week to do on white toner in tumblers. And so I might do a couple videos on those to show the process of that and just upload those standalone videos because we know that I have to do that, right? We have to get those standalone videos out there. Remember, like, subscribe to the page so when we go live, you are notified. Also, things that are on there is memberships, is the, I don't even know what it is. I think it's $5 as they have on there for it. And then also all the chats, all that fun stuff is now officially turned on, so you can get in there for it. And if you Facebook user uses JJ for Vector and digitizing, so there you go. Yeah, we've got to get stuff going. We got to go set up for the school. We said 9 o'clock ish. We'd be up there. It's 9 o'clock. We're going to go do that. We're going to come back. We're going to bang out all of the VIP orders, all of the rush orders, standard orders. Maybe they'll get done this afternoon, but I don't know. That's the benefits of paying for the rush fee and being a VIP member is you guys are always going to be first to line. Everybody else's stuff might go a little longer, but we've got stuff to do. You've got stuff to do. You've got your list. You've checked it twice. You've got 5 things on it that you are going to accomplish today. Make sure to get out there, get after it, get it done. And, we'll be back here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is when we do that, just in case you didn't know, because, sometimes you don't know. Tomorrow, Tuesday with Todd, 5 p.m., right? Let me look real quick. Yeah, 5 p.m. So we got that 5 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to do some DTF transfers. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.